The Beatitudes in Matthew chapter 5. Now when Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. This should come as no secret to anybody, but life here on earth is really hard. And sometimes it's as if we've reached the bottom of a pit with no way out. But Jesus offers a way out of the darkness. Jesus encouraged us to think and to know that we are at our strongest when we are at our weakest. When we are at our lowest point, that's when we should be crying out to God. And if we ask God in humbleness, he will help us in strength. This is beautiful to hear because it reminds us that we don't have to be the strongest out of everybody all the time. And the one strength we should focus on at the end of the day is to be a good person. A good person who does not depend on self-righteousness. A good person who learns from their mistakes. A good person who helps others. A good person who listens to the Holy Trinity. A good person who pushes through the disciplines and comes out a better person. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. This life is hard, but there's a hope that ignites our spirits. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. God's got your back if you let him comfort you. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. You may be under the power of a cruel ruler, but the meek will inherit the earth, not by submitting to the evils of certain cultures, but by revealing to the culture the light of God. That goodness will influence others to be good and build God's kingdom. Besides, by the time Revelations happens, we're going to get a new earth and a new heaven. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Morality and justice is absolute, and it will be filled. Again, the events of Revelations are going to take care of that. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. This goes back to that golden rule that Jesus taught. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. You hurt someone, of course they're going to hurt you back. You show kindness to someone, they're going to be kind to you back. Even showing kindness to the enemy is going to have a profound impact. At the very least, it'll make them think. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. This description's a bit straightforward compared to the other ones. But it's true. The pure in heart will see God. Although throughout history there have been arrogant people who have said, "Strike me down, God!" And yet God did not interfere with the arrogant people because he's not going to put his attention on the arrogant people. God's only going to pay attention towards the pure of heart, the people who ask for God's help in humbleness and goodness. I mean, God has his attention on everybody anyway, but God will only act for those who have opened their hearts to him, not the ones who have closed their hearts to him. If you want to find God, you've got to find him on his conditions. Receive the word, receive the knowledge, pray for God to come into your life, and he'll help you out. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the sons of God. There's a reason why we applaud heroes like William Wilberforce, Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Winston Churchill, Queen Elizabeth II, and so on and so forth. These people know that violence only causes more violence, but peace brings in peace. It's as they say in the Bible, you can't defeat hate with hate. Only love can cure hate. Actually, that influenced Martin Luther King Jr. Well, Martin Luther King Jr. and the Bible say the same thing anyway. And blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for this is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people persecute you. When that Bible verse says, blessed are those who are persecuted, this is referring to the people who go out evangelizing people. The Christians who go out there and they're refused by the culture. The culture spits at these Christians, call them morons. The Christians will get out there and they'll get mocked and criticized, but that's part of the process of bringing people to God. Because depending on where you live, the culture tends to be fairly corrupt. We Christians need to learn how to love our enemies. Show them the right way on how to be a Christian, and eventually bring them into God's kingdom. I mean, of course, a conversion is ultimately up to them. But the beauty about God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit is that love always wins. And love will discipline you to get through some harsh things. And love will open your heart to that which is good. That's what the Beatitudes is all about. Thank you for watching this session of Scots Wisdom. I hope this was insightful as always. God bless you all.
Dearest God, please help me and everyone watching this video to understand your lessons and to put them into action and to reach out to others with love and patience and wisdom. Help us all know what to do. And please help us learn from you. In Jesus' name, amen.